18, verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Yeah, the Most High said reward her even as she rewarded you. Talking about Babylon and the people that run Babylon, which is the Edomites, the so-called white people. So the Lord said reward them. Not nothing good, because they didn't reward us with nothing good. Go ahead.
Double unto her double according to her work.
And double unto her double according to her work. So everything that the so-called white man did to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they had them enslaved. When they came over here from over there in the Middle East, talking about they seeking for new land and the new world and all of that bullshit, they knew who was over here. When they came over here, what did they do? They slaughtered them. They murdered them, they raped them, and they robbed them. That's exactly what they did. So the Lord said reward unto them double. So y'all gonna get double. You know y'all proud and y'all walk around like America's gonna go on forever, but it's not. Pretty soon, when it's crumbling now, y'all just can't see it. Y'all wrapped up and y'all having y'all little fun and everything, man. But once the Lord really start judging this place, once that judgment start manifesting, when y'all can actually see that the dollar is crashing, when y'all see that food and water is getting scarce, they keep coming up with fake terrorist attacks and everything to quarantine the cities and bring about martial law. Once all of that get down to the nitty-gritty and the Lord put the Spirit on his men and tear this place up, and the angels, they gonna be tearing this place up. When he really manifests that judgment, that's when y'all gonna believe, man. But it's gonna be too late. No matter if you believe or not, it's gonna happen.
Okay, but what do you want me to do? I told you.
Live your life. Go ahead.
And the cup which she had filled, filled to her double.
And the cup that she had filled unto her double, man. So the cup, the same cup that we drank of, in Lamentations chapter 4, right? The same cup that we drank of, the so-called white man is going to have to drink of. Which was that slavery. All the hell that was put upon us was that cup that we had to drink, man. So everything that happened unto us is going to go to the so-called white man double. You can put your finger up, that's all right. Yeah.
I love you. She loves you, guys.
That's all right.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Yeah, that cup that we drank of, that rape, rob, murder, the slavery that came upon us, we drank of that cup. So the cup shall also pass unto them. And then we just read in Revelations, it's going to fill that cup double. So everything that they did to us is going to come unto them double. They had us in slavery for 400 to 500 years. They're going to be enslaved for 1,000 years. Go ahead.
Thou shalt be the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked.
Yep, thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. I mean, you're going to be bare. You're not going to have nothing. The Lord's going to strip you from everything that you once had. And he's going to bring you back down to your caveman state, that lower state that y'all used to be at. Y'all come from the Caucasus Mountains. That's why y'all call yourself Caucasians. Y'all was the cavemen. So the Lord is going to bring you back down to that lower state. He brought you up to put hell on us. We in punishment right now. We in punishment right now. But like the Lord always had, he had a remnant, so the Lord is coming to save that remnant. And through that remnant, the rest of Israel is going to inherit the kingdom through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
It's a righteous thing with God. It didn't say it was wrong. It's a righteous thing with God to recompense, meaning pay back tribulation to them that trouble you, man. All that hell that they put on us, it's going to be righteous to put it back on them. And this is coming out the Bible, the words of the Lord. So at the end of the day, if you say you believe in the Bible, you got to believe in that, because we reading it word for word. Go ahead. No, you didn't have it?
Yeah, I did.
Psalms chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down.
Yep, cast the so-called white man down. He's on high right now. He's living good, got all the good food. Go ahead.
Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. The wicked is the so-called white man. And he's the Lord's sword. The Lord set him up and used him to put hell on us. Because we went off from doing what the Lord said do. But they overdid it. Cutting babies out of pregnant women's stomach and stomping the baby heads. Tying the legs and arms to horses and splitting the bodies apart. They overdid what they were supposed to do. Therefore, that cup is going to be filled double. Using babies as alligator bait. Sending postcards of them hanging us and everything. Burning us alive. Castrating us. All of that hell they put on us is going to come back on them, man.
From men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life.
Yeah, which have a portion in this life. Right.
And whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure.
Yeah, so it's telling you right there, man. Through the Most High, that's where y'all power came from. So the same person that gave y'all power and filled y'all belly, gave y'all the good things of this earth, is the same one that's going to take it back and give it back to the rightful owners. He said in Psalms 149. Okay.
Psalm 137, verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, race it.
Yeah, this is during the time when the Babylonians was coming into Jerusalem and ransacking us, trying to take us captive, and the Edomites was helping them out. They supposed to be our brother and show all this brotherly love, but they was helping the Babylonians take us into captivity, man. Go ahead.
Who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof.
Yeah, meaning erase everything, tear everything down, destroy everything. Go ahead.
O daughter of Babylon.
O daughter of Babylon.
Who art to be destroyed.
Yeah, who ought to be destroyed. Because the Most High is going to destroy America, and he's going to destroy these Edomites in America. And then the ones that survive, who's dwelling in other countries, they're going to be the first in slavery.
Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us.
Yeah, happy shall he be that rewarded. It goes back to Revelation, that reward. Give him that double. Happy, and it said, happy shall he be. So if anybody's talking about saving the so-called white man, obviously they don't want to give him that recompense, man. Go ahead.
Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stone.
Yeah, happy shall he be that taketh and dash thy little ones to the stone. It's talking about grabbing your baby by the leg and smashing their head into the ground, man. Killing whoever, men, women, and children. On some Nat Turner style stuff, man. Because it's right, it's a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. The so-called white man trouble us to this day.
Psalms 149, verse 6. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth. Psalms 149 and 1. Praise ye the Lord. Sing unto the Lord a new song.
Yeah, sing unto the Lord a new song. Like a wise man once said before, it's old, but it's new now. Because it's been in the scriptures. The Lord just didn't open the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans' minds up to it. What it actually meant. It was a puzzle to us. But now we're bringing the pieces together and everything is making perfect sense. Go ahead.
And his praise in the congregation of saints.
Yeah, and his praise in the congregation of saints. And the saints is the children of Israel. You read in the previous chapter. Go ahead.
Let Israel rejoice in him that made him.
Yeah, it didn't say let the whole world rejoice. It said let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Go ahead.
Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king.
The children of Zion, still talking about Israel, be joyful in their king. The so-called the Lord is our king, man. That's why it's Yasha Allah, Prince of the Power. We're his children. We're his chosen children. Yeah, he created everybody on this world, but he still has that favorite people, which is the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Let them praise his name in the dance.
Yep, let them praise his name in the dance. Go ahead.
Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation.
Yeah, beautify the meek, the lows, which is the elect. That represents the elect. The ones that sighing and crying for the abominations that be done in Babylon, man. Go back up a little bit.
It says, go back up a little bit. It says, let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp.
Yeah, and we doing that by preaching his word and teaching his word. Because that's also part of prophecy. That his word shall be spread across the four corners of the earth. That way, when that judgment time come, you can't say, oh Lord, I didn't know I was supposed to do this, or I didn't know I was supposed to do that. Go ahead.
For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people.
Yeah, for the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He don't care about the so-called white man, don't care about the Japanese, don't care about the Chinese, don't care about the East Indians. If you're not a Negro, Latino, or Native American, he don't care about you, man.
He will beautify the meek with salvation.
Yeah, he's going to beautify the meek with salvation. Go ahead.
Let the saints be joyful and glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds.
Yep.
Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand.
Yep, and a two-edged sword in their hand. These scriptures, man. It tells you that in Hebrews chapter 4. That this word is like a two-edged sword, man. Go ahead.
To execute vengeance upon the heathen.
To execute vengeance upon the heathen. And we're going to actually have a two-edged sword. Because you read in Ezekiel 25 and it tells you the Lord's going to use us to get at these Edomites, man. According to his fury and his anger. So like we all say, we ain't even mad enough. The things y'all did to us, we not even mad enough. Because you're still dealing with a higher power who remember every single little detail. We see pictures and videos and hear about it, but he remembers everything, man.
And punishments upon the people.
Yep, and punishments upon the people. Go ahead.
To bind their kings with chains.
Yep, bind their kings with chains, they high ones, the Illuminati, the elites, those who not no two-time loser in this society. Go ahead.
And their nobles with fetters of iron.
And their nobles with fetters of iron. Why? Because they the ones that got money to quote-unquote buy their salvation. They have money to have a deep bunker from the missiles, or a submarine low enough in the seas, or the space station. But the Lord already covered that. He said, though they dig into the clefts of the rocks, though they in the water, and though they in the space, man, there's no ducking your judgment. Go ahead.
To execute upon them the judgment written.
To execute upon them the judgment written. Now the Lord is a man of his word, and he written it in his word. You can read Obadiah, that's all about the Edomites, man, they judgment. And he said he was going to cut them off completely. So after they served their slavery, he's going to cut them off completely, he's going to exterminate them. Go ahead.
This honor have all his saints, praise ye the Lord.
Yeah, this honor have all his saints, praise ye the Lord. So the ones that's looking forward to that, oh, you know what we got to get next, Revelation. So the ones that's looking forward to that, that's honor, man. They had that honor. And by the Lord's will, they're going to receive that honor, receive that glory. To do what? Recompense tribulation to them that trouble them.
Revelations 13:9. If any man hath an ear, let him hear.
Yeah, if you have an ear, let him hear, meaning understand it. Go ahead.
He that leadeth into captivity
Yep.
shall go into captivity.
So it's clear as day, the so-called white man led the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans into captivity. So they're going to go into captivity.
He that killeth with the sword.
He that killeth with the sword, all the rape, robbing, and murdering that they did to our people. Go ahead.
Must be killed with the sword.
Must be killed with the sword. So everything, and it goes back to giving them double, man. It goes back to giving them double. Everything they did to us, they're going to get double. No matter how much love you thought you showed, no matter how many food stamps you gave out, college grants, housing grants, gas grants, none of that is going to help you buy your way into salvation, man. The Lord is coming to destroy this place and come and destroy the wicked with it, man. Period, point blank.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So if you're calling yourself a saint or righteous, then you're looking forward to that, man. You're looking forward to putting the so-called white man into slavery. You're looking forward to killing the so-called white man and his babies, dashing his little ones into the stones. You're looking forward to that, man. Because that's the patience and the faith of the saints. So if you're calling yourself a saint, you got faith, you claim to have faith, you're looking forward to doing that.
Ezekiel 25 and 12. Thus said the Lord God, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance.
By taking vengeance, go ahead.
And have greatly offended.
They greatly offended, man, because they overdid it. They weren't supposed to do everything that they did, man. We were supposed to go into a light punishment for the most part. But the so-called white man, being wicked as he is, he overdid it, man. He's the devil. Of course he's going to overdo it. Go ahead.
And revenge himself upon them.
Yep, and he's going to avenge himself upon them. Go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, I will also stretch out my hand upon you.
Go back up, go back up.
Because Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them.
Okay, yeah, he revenged himself upon us. Like I was saying, he overdid it. Go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God.
So this is what the Lord is saying. Go ahead.
I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom.
The Lord says he's going to also stretch out his hand upon Edom, the so-called white man. Go ahead.
And will cut off man and beast from it.
Cut off man and beast from it. Go ahead.
And I will make it desolate from Teman.
Yep.
And they and Dedan shall fall by the sword.
Yeah, Teman and Dedan was places where Edomites dwelt. So the Lord says he's going to completely flatten them, man. They lands and they people, they women, they men and they children. That's why the thermonuclear is coming over to this place. Because this place is too wicked to just turn around from this wickedness, man. They getting too deep into giving homosexuals rights and everything. It's just too far gone, man. It's in too deep. Therefore, the Lord is going to cleanse this place with that fire. The first time he cleansed it with the flood, this time he's going to cleanse it with that fire, man. Them thermonuclear missiles in that Third World War. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 25 and 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
So the Lord said he's going to lay his vengeance upon the so-called white man by the hands of his people Israel, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
And,
go to a fabric store, nigga.
It ain't for me. That shit was sick. That's why I had to stop it. And y'all speak some real shit.
and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury.
Yeah, so we're going to do to the so-called white man according to the Lord's anger and according to the Lord's fury. Like I was saying, we're not even mad enough off of the remembrance of slavery that they give us. Because you're dealing with a higher power who remember every detail. So he's going to give power to Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to overtake this so-called white man. Go ahead.
And they shall know my vengeance. Saith the Lord God.
Yeah, and the so-called white men, they're going to know that these people was low, they was on the bottom, they had no power. We had them all confused and thinking it was nothing. Now they got power, so they're going to know that it was the Lord that gave us that power to do that, man. The Lord is coming to save Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. There's no salvation for any other nation outside of that. And America will be destroyed like we reading out the Bible. If you feel comfortable with what we say, you know, go ahead and go home.
I know a lot of those people, you know what I'm saying? I've been looking at that type of stuff. I'm gonna need like information. People like, y'all right here, you see that? Let me know people even further which guys are being Negro. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I understand the Negroes been enslaved, you know? People being confused, there's brainwashing going on right now. They're trying to lead you off direction instead of the truth, right? I'm trying to lead you off the truth. Now a lot of people know the truth. So I'm just trying to
don't know the truth.
A lot of people don't know, you know? I'm just trying to get it out. A little summary of it. Y'all, I know y'all can't see it and tell me all of it. I've never been. Give me out a little summary of it. What's really going on?
Truth. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the only ones who are going to be saved. If you're an Edomite, if you're a Hamite, if you're a Japhite, any of them, if you're not of this nation, there's no salvation for you. Very point blank.
I'll take y'all from Africa, right?
South Sudan.
South Sudan. The point is, the reason why I asked that is a lot of Israelites pushed into West Africa.
I don't want short skirts, I just want open legs. What's the big deal?
Pushed into West Africa, alright? And we mix amongst a lot of nations. At the end of the day, the Israelites can be saved. But once you dig down deep into it, we've been spread across nations that would look like other nations. Alright? But at the end of the day, the Israelites can be saved, and certain Israelites may look like Africans, Chinese, Japanese, and all that. So at the end of the day, you really have to go by the spirit. But telling you straight up, if you're looking for guys, all you can do is really search for them. Off back, you look like an African or a Hamite, which would mean you can't be saved, but we don't know it. We don't know it. Because you could be mixing and be an Israelite. So, if you're really serious about being saved and you're serious about your salvation, what you have to do is read the scriptures and do what the scriptures say. You know, keep your bed, don't line up, don't eat pork, do all these things. And basically, the only people that's built to do that are Israelites. You know, any other nation, if they're not an Israelite, it's not in their DNA. They can try, but they're going to mess up something. The Israelites are built to do that. We're built as honorable people. We're here to be the governors of the earth and show other nations how to be honorable. Alright? Alright, so just read, at the end of the day, read the scriptures. Read the scriptures. If you believe you're an Israelite, read the scriptures. But you got to understand that no other nation can be saved but Israel.
I hear you, man. You said it, bro.